Hello and welcome to Megamation Direct Line training video. In this video we'll go over the searching capabilities in the Megamation Direct Line system. So from the main menu we can go to Module, Maintenance, and open up any of the work order screens. In this example I'll choose Work Planning, and then right beside the work order number you have the ability to use the search icon, and this opens up the work order search window. So in order to search work orders, you're provided all these different fields and you can narrow down your search results by any of them. So for example, if I want to use this search for work order type and only find the PM work orders or PMI, preventive maintenance inspection work orders, I would choose those values, hit OK, and they get filled in the work order type search. And then I can just hit the OK button to display a list of results, and as you can see it shows us 2549 matches have been found which are type PM or PMI. Then I can select my results, whichever ones I want, or a bunch of them using the mouse to drag and drop my selection, and hit OK to load them up on the work planning screen. To go through my results, I can use the buttons above here to go to the next record, or go to the last record of my selection, 9 of 9, or go back to the first record using this button, 1 of 9. So this is one way of searching for work orders. I can then clear the screen using the clear button and do another search. You don't even have to select your last criteria because you have a button for last criteria which you can fill in by just hitting the last criteria button. See, it fills in our last criteria that we had filled in. This time I'll narrow down my search results further by using the date range down here. I'll move back using these arrows on the date selection and then choose to double click on the desired date to select it. And now at least I get 744 matches have been found for type PM, PMI. Now in this pop-up that shows up with the search results, I have the ability to resize any of the columns to any width I want. I can also just click on the top to sort by type or sort by work order number, even sort by date due or by building. If I click on it again, then I can sort them in descending order, so everything is in descending order. And I have the capability to sort even by description or any of these column headers like equipment number, trade. You can scroll using the scroll to take a look at the rest of the results. You can further use the search button to find something specific, like if the description had the word air in it and I hit next, it will find me work orders with the word air in it. I could maybe even say mark all with the word air. So now if I browse through my results, a bunch of work orders are marked because they have the word air in the work orders. And then I can hit OK on my selection and it loads up 34 different work orders that have the word air in them, because here we can see the equipment number has air, and we can browse through these results using the next record button. Go to the last record, 34 of 34, and then back to the first record if I wish. Another way to search, we can use the search icon and say if we want to find a work order submitted by someone and you don't know their full name, maybe you just know their first name, you could then use the containing while you had your mouse selected on submitted by. The square brackets denote that it's going to look for anything containing Chris. So it then finds me anything that was submitted by Chris. I can select all records, hit OK, and if I want to then check who it was submitted by, it includes Christine here. but there's also Chris, because that's what my search involved, to search for anything containing those letters. It could also be in the word Christine, but in this case, Chris or Chris Grimm, whoever it is, at least I'm getting my results based on my search. And when I click on this search beside submitted by, it will show me a list of whatever work orders have been submitted and what values they are using for submitted by. Then I could choose a few of them using my mouse, drag over them, or select any ones that I wanted and hit OK to only search for work orders submitted by these people. Now I could edit my criteria as well. So let's say if I didn't want Don Smith listed in there to search by, then I would just click on the delete key on my keyboard and get rid of that value. Now hitting the OK button will give me a list. I again can further search through or print the set of results to a printer or select all the results. And let's say maybe I didn't want some of these, I could unselect them just by highlighting my mouse over those cells. Then hit OK to load them on the screen. Again, these buttons allow you to go through them just like a CD track one by one. And then I can do another search. So let's say we were only searching for open work orders. Then I would use the status search in the work order search window, click on it. Right now it's only going to search for closed work orders based on this value, but if I have this value selected and I say not equal to, notice how it denotes in front of CL with the number sign, and that denotes not in our system. So now we are basically searching for everything but closed work orders. When we hit OK, it will show us all the open work orders in the system, and it will show us a number of how many matches it found. And we can scroll through them, click on any of the columns up top to sort by those columns. Sort by description, sort by building number. So click on it again to sort in descending order, anything we wish. Sort in descending order of due date. The searching capability of the system is very unique, and it will help you in finding things much easier based on your search criteria and your sorting. Let's say we were only looking for the word fans. Even if I hit mark all, it will find everything with the word fans in it, and I can hit OK to load up those values. And it basically found 186 records that I can browse through that are related to the word fans. And no matter which screen you're on, that search icon beside the very first field would be the way you would be able to search. If we wanted to search by equipment, we would do a similar thing. Go to the equipment module, equipment entry screen, and right beside the equipment number field, there's the search icon, which allows you to search for equipment by any of these given values, like part numbers, by status, by supplier, by location, by building. So let's choose to search all boiler. We'll choose the boiler class, hit OK, and then hit OK again on the search. And it basically finds us 19 boilers, which we can select all, or let's say I didn't want that one to be selected or that one, you can just unselect those and hit OK to load up the rest of the boilers on the equipment entry screen and go over them one by one, just like using the next record button up above. Notice all their class values are set to boilers. Then again, I can click on the search icon. There is another search type specifically for equipment search. Down below here you can see right now we are doing an index search, and then we can change the search type to a hierarchical search using that button. and when we click, it changes our equipment search type. This gives you a hierarchy type structure that you can browse through and click on any of the equipment listed. So let's say it's the main administrative building. When we select it, underneath it shows us a bunch of other equipment in the hierarchy. This is based on the parent-child relationship that we are noticing up here. For example, equipment number 001.0900 has a parent, and that's 001. And we can check that here too when we are clicking on 001, which is the main administrative building. Underneath it, we will find 001.900 when we scroll down further. And there it is, athletics, the one that is opened up already in the back of the screen. So it gives you an idea of what's underneath this building, and you can set up a parent-child relationship between equipment. And that's where the hierarchical search type comes in very handy. So let's say you were searching for everything underneath this equipment 001. All you would have to do is select whatever is underneath that equipment using the corner selection window here. You could just browse through and select whatever you want to load and hit OK to load them up on the screen. Again, you'll notice all of them have a parent 001. It brings you back to the index search, but you can again choose hierarchical search and search this way if you think it's more useful to you to search your equipment for landfill when whatever is underneath the landfill site, and load it up this way. If you have any other questions or concerns, feel free to call us at 1-800-344-8655, option 1 for support.